Hi there, I hope you're all good. Thanks for tuning into a brand new video here on the DartCounter YouTube channel. So today I will go over the 7 greatest darts players in darts history. I've made this list according to status, world titles and great pieces of darts history in general. And I'm very curious if you guys agree with me a bit. If this is your first time here and you want to become better in darts, learn more about darts in general and get valuable tips and tricks, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on anything. Here we go. So, the 7 greatest darts players of all time. Of course, I realize it's very hard to compare the players from the 1980s to players nowadays. I mean, I think currently the whole top 16 of the world is throwing higher averages than only the world champion back then. But it's just according to the period they've played in. Starting off with number 7. Jockey Wilson. For those who don't know Jockey Wilson, he was one of the most successful darts players back in the 1980s. To be honest, before I was born. He passed away in 2012 but left an amazing piece of darts history. He played his first Embassy BDO World Darts Championship in 1979 and reached the quarterfinals there. And from that moment on he played all the BDO World Darts Championships until 1993 and became World Darts Champion twice. In 1982 he beat John Lowe in the final, and a couple of years later in 1989 he beat the one and only Bristow, which was a big surprise back then. So 2 times world champion, the number 7 of this list, may he rest in peace, Jockey Wilson. Number 6 is for Gary Anderson, the Flying Scotsman. He started playing darts when he was already 24 years old, pretty late to be honest. But as you can see, darts has nothing to do with age. Everybody can find their talent at any age. Gary Anderson had his first successes in the BDO. He became Lakeside semi-finalist in 2003 and won the World Darts Trophy, the International Darts League and the Finder Darts Masters in 2007. But his well-known major success came a bit later, of course, after his switch to the PDC. There he won his first major tournament in 2011, which was the Premier League. And afterwards he became 2 times back-to-back World Darts Champion in 2015 and 2016. Other tournament wins: the Players' Championship Finals in 2014, one more time the Premier League in 2015, and the UK Open, the Champions League of Darts, and the best, the World Match Play in 2018. And then, number 5. John Lowe. This man is a true legend. He started playing darts at the BDO in 1976 and became World Masters Champion in his very first year. He won that tournament again in 1980, but I think this man had his best performances in winning the Embassy. Also known as the BDO World Darts Championship, he won that 3 times, in 1979, 1987 and again in 1993. And of course he's a 3 times world champion, but I think most people will know him from an amazing piece of darts history, because John Lowe is the man who hit the first 9 dart finish on television. He did it at the World Match Play in 1984 against Keith Deller and won £102,000 with it. A true legend, John Lowe. And then we've got only 4 spots left. The 4th place is for Raymond van Barneveld. This man, who has officially retired from the dart sport last year, it was once again Barney Army with a crowd of 10,000 people at the Premier League in Rotterdam. I was there, it was amazing, goosebumps. But now, less than a year after his official retirement, he announced to make his comeback. He will enter the PDC Q school to see if he still has it, and to be honest, I've got my doubts, but who knows, maybe he will surprise us all, get a tour card and enter the big TV tournaments again. Anyhow, Raymond van Barneveld is the number 4 of this list. Why? Well, that's pretty easy. He is the 4 times Finder Darts Masters Champion, the 3 times International Darts League Champion, the 2 times World Darts Trophy Champion and the 2 times World Masters Champion. Those were his big tournament wins at the BDO, of course. Not all of them. In 2006 he made the switch to the PDC and he immediately won the UK Open in 2006 and 2007. His other tournament wins, the Grand Slam in 2012 and the Premier League in 2014. And of course, BDO and PDC combined, he is the 5 times champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 4, Raymond van Barneveld. And then, the top 3. Are you ready? Please leave a thumbs up if you are. The number 3 of the 7 greatest darts players all time is for Michael van Gerwen. Alright, just think about it. You're 17 years old, you're on a big stage and you need to face players like Raymond van Barneveld, Martin Adams, Tony O'Shea, and you become the champion of the BDO World Masters at age 17. One of the biggest darts tournaments there was back then. And then within a year, still age 17, you hit a 9-darter on live television against Raymond van Barneveld. Well, then you're pretty much where you want to be. In 2007, he immediately switched from the BDO to the PDC. From that moment on, it took a few years to show the world who the next best darts player was. In 2012, he wins the World Grand Prix. And then Mighty Mike was born. Up till now, he has won all the major PDC tournaments at least once, and most of them 3 times or more. He is the 3 times champion of the world and currently still the #1 on the PDC Order of Merit. A true phenomenon, which I sincerely hope he will last some more years. He had his absolute best year in 2016, where he won a whopping 25 tournaments in 1 year. And as I've said, still the #1 of the world, not as dominant as he used to be, but in my opinion, a 3rd place in this list, well deserved. Now, we're almost there. The runner-up. Please, a big shout out to the one and only Eric Bristow. Back in the 1980s, darts became more and more popular thanks to this man. He was truly unbeatable. When a darts player back then had to face Eric Bristow, they were just all afraid of him. He became Embassy champion, so BDO World Champion in 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985 and 1986. In that period of time, he also won the BDO World Masters 5 times. And this 5 times World Champion is a man we will all never forget. 2 years ago, at the Premier League night, the news came out that he passed away at an age of 60. A big loss in the world of darts. May he rest in peace, Eric Bristow. Well, then we only have one man left. And I think if you're watching this video and you might be in doubt who's the #1, please just go away. The absolute #1 of the greatest darts players of all time is, of course, Phil the Power Taylor. I can't even begin to tell which tournaments he has won and how many times and everything. After the domination of Eric Bristow in the 1980s, it was time for a new kid on the block. A 30-year-old man from Stoke-on-Trent, England became BDO World Masters Champion and World Darts Champion in 1990. And from that moment on, no one could stop him. The winning record of Phil Taylor is so much bigger than of all the other players in this list, I think even combined. I mean, well, let me get the list with all his tournament wins. 3 times winner of the Players' Championship Finals, 3 times winner of the US Open, 4 times winner of the European Championship, 5 times winner of the UK Open, 6 times winner of both the Premier League and the Grand Slam of Darts, 11 times winner of the World Grand Prix, and of course, last but not least, 16 times winner of the World Match Play and 16 times the champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the power, Phil Taylor. Leave him a thumbs up, he deserves it. Now, one very important thing. Is there a name you miss in this list, or do you want just to share some thoughts about one of these players? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you new to this channel and you want to become better in darts, learn more about darts in general and get valuable tips and tricks? Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on anything. Have a nice day and I will see you next time. Cheers!